Before we begin, we kindly ask everybody to move forward and fill the front rows where possible. Please keep the centre area clear throughout the programme. Brothers are requested to sit on the right side and sisters on the left side. Chairs are reserved for those who require them due to health needs. Parents are kindly requested to remain with their children throughout the programme and assist us in ensuring their safety and well-being. We have volunteers and Dar al-Hadi staff available throughout the venue to assist where needed. However, parents remain responsible for supervising their own children during the programme. If you would like to support these Majalis through a donation, every contribution, no matter how small, makes a difference. Donation boxes are available and members of the team will be happy to assist. There is also the 10th day stall at the back, which have a special offer as they are closing merchandise, where everything is £10. We would also like to remind everyone that parking restrictions apply outside the venue before 6 p.m. Unless you have a disability badge, please ensure your vehicle is parked appropriately to avoid any penalties. With that, we will begin today's programme with the recitation of the Holy Quran by Hassan Muhammad. Please welcome him with a loud salawat.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. هل أتاك حديث الغاشية وجوه يومئذ خاشعة عاملة ناصبة تصلى نارا حامية تسقى من عين آنية ليس لهم طعام إلا من ضريع لا يسمن ولا يغني من جوع وجوه يومئذ ناعمة لسعيها راضية في جنة عالية لا تسمع فيها لاغية فيها عين جارية فيها سرور مرفوعة وأكواب موضوعة ونمارق مصفوفة وزرابي مبثوثة أفلا ينظرون إلى الإبل كيف خلقت وإلى السماء كيف رفعت وإلى الجبال كيف نصبت وإلى الأرض كيف سطحت فذكر إنما أنت مذكر لست عليهم بمسيطر إلا من تولى وكفر فيعذبه الله العذاب الأكبر إن إلينا إيابهم ثم إن علينا حسابهم صدق الله العلي العظيم.
Jazakallah for that beautiful recitation. We would now like to invite Ahmed Al-Wardi to recite Ziyarat al-Shura. Please welcome him with a loud salawat.
أفلح من صلى على محمد وآل محمد. زيارة عاشوراء. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله، السلام عليك يا ابن رسول الله، السلام عليك يا ابن أمير المؤمنين وابن سيد الوصيين، السلام عليك يا ابن فاطمة سيدتي نساء العالمين، السلام عليك يا ثار الله وابن ثاره والوتر الموتور، السلام عليك وعلى الأرواح التي حلت بفنائك، عليكم مني جميعا سلام الله أبدا ما بقيت وبقي الليل والنهار. يا أبا عبد الله، لقد عظمت الرزية وجلت وعظمت المصيبة بك علينا وعلى جميع أهل الإسلام، وجلت وعظمت مصيبتك في السماوات على جميع أهل السماوات. فلعن الله أمة أسست أساس الظلم والجور عليكم أهل البيت، ولعن الله أمة دفعتكم عن مقامكم وأزالتكم عن مراتبكم التي رتبكم الله فيها، ولعن الله أمة قتلتكم، ولعن الله الممهدين لهم بالتمكين من قتالكم. برئت إلى الله وإليكم منهم ومن أشياعهم وأتباعهم وأوليائهم. يا أبا عبد الله، إني سلم لمن سالمكم وحرب لمن حاربكم إلى يوم القيامة. ولعن الله آل زياد وآل مروان، ولعن الله بني أمية قاطبة، ولعن الله ابن مرجانة، ولعن الله عمر بن سعد، ولعن الله شمرا، ولعن الله أمة أسرجت وألجمت وتنقبت لقتالك. بأبي أنت وأمي لقد عظم مصابي بك، فأسأل الله الذي أكرم مقامك وأكرمني بك أن يرزقني طلب ثارك مع إمام منصور من أهل بيت محمد صلى الله عليه وآله. اللهم اجعلني عندك وجيها بالحسين عليه السلام في الدنيا والآخرة. يا أبا عبد الله، إني أتقرب إلى الله وإلى رسوله وإلى أمير المؤمنين وإلى فاطمة وإلى الحسن وإليك بموالاتك وبالبراءة ممن قاتلك ونصب لك الحرب، وبالبراءة ممن أسس أساس الظلم والجور عليكم، وأبرأ إلى الله وإلى رسوله ممن أسس أساس ذلك وبنى عليه بنيانه وجرى في ظلمه وجوره عليكم وعلى أشياعكم. برئت إلى الله وإليكم منهم، وأتقرب إلى الله ثم إليكم بموالاتكم وموالاة وليكم وبالبراءة من أعدائكم والناصبين لكم الحرب وبالبراءة من أشياعهم وأتباعهم. إني سلم لمن سالمكم وحرب لمن حاربكم وولي لمن والاكم وعدو لمن عاداكم. فأسأل الله الذي أكرمني بمعرفتكم ومعرفة أوليائكم ورزقني البراءة من أعدائكم أن يجعلني معكم في الدنيا والآخرة، وأن يثبت لي عندكم قدم صدق في الدنيا والآخرة، وأسأله أن يبلغني المقام المحمود لكم عند الله، وأن يرزقني طلب ثاركم مع إمام هدى ظاهر ناطق بالحق منكم. وأسأل الله بحقكم وبالشأن الذي لكم عنده أن يعطيني بمصابي بكم أفضل ما يعطي مصابا بمصيبته، مصيبة ما أعظمها وأعظم رزيتها في الإسلام وفي جميع السماوات والأرض. اللهم اجعلني في مقامي هذا ممن تناله منك صلوات ورحمة ومغفرة. اللهم اجعل محياي محيا محمد وآل محمد، ومماتي ممات محمد وآل محمد. اللهم إن هذا يوم تبركت به بنو أمية، وابن آكلة الأكباد اللعين ابن اللعين، على لسانك ولسان نبيك صلى الله عليه وآله في كل موطن وموقف وقف فيه نبيك صلى الله عليه وآله. اللهم لعن أبا سفيان ومعاوية ويزيد بن معاوية، عليهم منك اللعنة أبد الآبدين. وهذا يوم فرحت به آل زياد وآل مروان بقتلهم الحسين صلوات الله عليه. اللهم فضاعف عليهم اللعن منك والعذاب الأليم. اللهم إني أتقرب إليك في هذا اليوم وفي موقفي هذا وأيام حياتي بالبراءة منهم واللعنة عليهم، وبالموالاة لنبيك وآل نبيك عليه وعليهم السلام. اللهم لعن أول ظالم ظلم حق محمد وآل محمد، وآخر تابع له على ذلك. اللهم لعن العصابة التي جاهدت الحسين وشايعت وبايعت وتابعت على قتله. اللهم لعنهم جميعا 100 مرة. السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله، وعلى الأرواح التي حلت بفنائك. عليك مني سلام الله أبدا ما بقيت، وبقي الليل والنهار، ولا جعله الله آخر العهد مني لزيارتكم. السلام على الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين 100 مرة. اللهم خص أنت أول ظالم باللعن مني، وابدأ به أولا ثم الثاني والثالث والرابع. اللهم العن يزيد خامسا، والعن عبيد الله بن زياد وابن مرجانة وعمر بن سعد وشمرا وآل أبي سفيان وآل زياد وآل مروان إلى يوم القيامة. سجود. اللهم لك الحمد حمد الشاكرين لك على مصابهم، الحمد لله على عظيم رزيتي. اللهم ارزقني شفاعة الحسين يوم الورود، وثبت لي قدم صدق عندك مع الحسين وأصحاب الحسين الذين بذلوا مهجهم دون الحسين عليه السلام. وصل اللهم على سيدنا ونبينا محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين.
طيب Allah anfasek, Brother Ahmed. Please, another announcement before we welcome or we continue with our program. Moms and girls, please move as forward as possible, closer to the minbar as much as you can. There will be filming going on, so just to make sure that you guys are not showing by any shape or form. Thank you. And boys as well, please come forward my way. Stay here. Forward and squish together as much as you can. Try your best to be as quiet as possible, and please, parents and mums, all of you, just make sure that your kids are with you. They're not try your best to not make any noise, especially when the reciters or the speakers are going on. Thank you very much. صلوا على محمد وآل محمد.
We would now like to invite our respected speaker, Najaf Ali Hussain, to deliver today's lecture. Please welcome him with a loud salawat.
We're here. صلوا على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا وعظيمنا وحبيب قلوبنا وشفيع نفوسنا أبي القاسم محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين وأصحاب الغر الميامين. ولا جعلنا الله أنكم من المتمسكين بسيد ولاية أمير المؤمنين علي ابن أبي طالب. اللهم أما بعد، في كتابه الكريم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate, all praise is due to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the most merciful, the most kind, Master of the Day of Judgment. You alone me worship and you alone me ask for help. Guide us along the straight way, the way those you have favored, not those who have any anger, nor those who go astray. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. In the Holy Quran, in Surah Sajda, chapter 33, verse 24, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. And we made from among them leaders, guiding by our command, and they were patient, and they were certainly in our signs. So, in the Holy Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He's trying to mention to us that we've made leaders, and the leaders that I've made for you, or the leaders that I've given to you, you have to follow them. Okay, does that make sense? So there's leaders in our world, there's leaders all around, and we have to follow them as much as possible to allow us to run a calm system, to run a calm environment, and to follow the commands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So today, we're going to be learning about a leader, or we're going to be understanding a leader who was not only influential in Karbala, but also influential within Islamic history and within the house of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. So when I talk about the name Abbas, what's the things that come to all of you? So I'm going to ask you questions. So if I say Abbas, what do you think of? Imam Hussein. If I say, put your hands up if you want to answer. If I say Abbas, what do you think of? What do you think of? Imam Hussein's brother. Yes, if I say Abbas, what do you think of? Loyalty. Yes. Imam Hussein. Yes. Imam Ali. Yes. What? Sorry? Bravery. Does any of the sisters want to give an answer? Did you have an answer? No? Anyone else? When I say Abbas, what do you think of? Someone's not said a really good thing. What do you drink when you're thirsty? Yes. When he went to go and get water from the Euphrates. So this is a really important thing. When a leader needs to do something, they follow the obligations, they follow the rules set to them by their leader. So when we talk about Abbas, we not only talk about water, we not only talk about Imam Hussein's brother, we talk about loyalty, truth, and bravery. These three things, and these three things are things that we're going to be mentioning and delving into today's lecture. So when we look at Abbas, when he grew up in the house of the Prophet, he grew up in his father's house with his father Imam Ali and with his mother Al-Banin. So when he was younger, what did he see? He saw that Imam Ali was always praying. He saw that his mum was always engaged in prayer. He saw that his whole family members were also always defending Islam and defending justice. So when you're always constantly seeing the same thing, you automatically follow it. If in school you always see like your teacher, every single day when she comes, she opens the window. Then slowly after a year, she doesn't open it. You're gonna think, why is she not doing that anymore? She does it all the time. So when you continuously keep seeing something happening, then automatically your brain is formed or is made into a way making you to do something like that. So when Abbas sees that from a young age, his father is always praying, his mom is always in prayer, and they're always doing something important, they're always doing something for the sake of Allah, then this is something that it connects to your brain. Automatically, he remembers that, okay, this is something that I need to be doing in the future. So another thing is, when we come to Abbas, what did we say? That whose house did he grow up in? Whose house did he grow up in? Prophet Muhammad's house. So he grew up in the house of the Prophet. So in that house, who did he serve? He served 3 imams. I'm gonna ask people who did you think he served? Anyone who did? There's 3 people that Abbas served in that house. Yes. Imam Ali. Yes. Imam Hassan, and the third one. Yes. Imam Hussein. Yeah. So he served those 3 imams in that household. So in that household, he didn't only serve his father, but he also served his brothers, Imam Hassan and Imam Hussein. In that household, when he saw that in this house where people are on justice, the revelation of the Quran is being sent down every single day or every single occasion which is mentioned in our hadiths, there's always a revelation coming down from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives revelation to this household. Any revelation that comes place, it comes straight from the heavens to his father, and then it's understood by his brother Hassan, and then understood deeper by Hussein. So when Abbas is seeing that these 3 people are serving, are showing loyalty, are showing devotion, but then on the contrast, when he sees that Ali is being killed in prayer, when he sees that there are arrows being shot on the grave of Hassan, and then when he sees Hussein in Karbala all alone, that breaks his heart. If you see, I'm going to ask you a question. Do you have brothers and sisters? You've got a sister. If you see that someone is attacking your sister, would you like it? Okay, who here has got a brother? Who's here has got an elder brother? Have you got an elder brother? If you saw if you were in trouble, do you think he would come and help you? He would come and help you, because that's what siblings are for. That's what a family is for. They come and try to help and support anyone in their family. But when you're talking about the house of Ali, when you're talking about the house of Abbas, then you need to understand that this house is not an ordinary house. I want this to go into your mind. This house is not an ordinary house. This is the house of Ali, the house of Fatima, the house where a door was burnt, the house where a coffin had to return, and the house which every single night was engaged in prayer. Regardless if they were sick, regardless if there were tragedies falling upon them, they did not leave prayer, they did not leave worship, they did not leave their devotion. And this is something that we need to understand, that nowadays if we are struggling with something, if we are sick, if we are ill, or if there's an issue that's happening in our house, sometimes we feel like, I don't want to go today, I don't want to read my prayer today, I don't want to fast. But in this house, regardless of what happened, they always ensured that prayer was at the top. Hazrat Zainab on the tragedy of Karbala, even though she was in the court of Yazid, even though she was in prison, even though her brother, her nephews, her children had all been slaughtered, Ali ibn Asghar's head had been taken out from a spear from his grave. She did not leave her prayer. She continued and prayed Salatul Layl, the night prayer, because she knew that regardless of what happens to my family, regardless of what happens in my house, I will always stand devoted to the message of Allah. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. And then when we understand the tragedies of Karbala, we need to understand why Abbas was chosen, why not anyone else? We know that when we talk about Abbas, and you're going to see today, there's going to be alams taken out. But why was the alam given to Abbas? Why not to Akbar? Why not to Sajjad? Why not to Qasim? Why was it specifically only Abbas that was given the alam? Imam Sadiq alayhi salam mentions that Abbas had a deep insight, had firm faith, and had immense loyalty to Hussein. The loyalty that Abbas showed to Hussein, no other person ever showed it to Hussein. It's because the Imam Sadiq alayhi salam mentions that he praises Abbas's understanding. In the hadith he mentions that Abbas, he had understanding before strength. Abbas knew that Hussein was not only his brother, but he was the Imam appointed by Allah. When you know that divinely someone has appointed this person as your leader, then obviously you're going to follow that person. I want to ask the question, last year, or the year before that, so who was the queen before King Charles? Who knows the answer? Yes. Queen Elizabeth. Who's the monarch now? Who's the king or queen now? Yes. Who is the king now? What's his name? King Charles. So in Christianity or in monarch, when you choose king and queens, so the queen, she has got royal blood, doesn't she? Does she have royal blood or does she have common blood? Royal blood. So only a person who has royal blood can become the next leader, can't they? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. So only someone with royal blood can become the next monarch. So for example, if King Charles was not Queen Elizabeth's son, for example, if he was like your brother, would King Charles be the king? No. Only a person who's got royal blood is allowed, like in the constitution, in laws, only a person with royal blood is allowed to become the leader afterwards. So when we understand it in Islamic terms, we need to understand that, for example, the Prophet had royal blood. Who is the Prophet's, who is someone who is related to the Prophet? Who is the Prophet's daughter? Yes. Sayyidah Fatima. Who is Sayyidah Fatima's husband? Yes. Yes. Who's Sayyidah Fatima's, no, sweet, yeah. Who's Sayyidah Fatima's, no, the person next to you. Yeah, who's Sayyidah Fatima's husband? Anyone? Imam Ali. Who is Imam Ali and Sayyidah Fatima's children? Yes. Imam Hassan and Imam Hussein. And who is Abbas? Abbas is the son of? Yes? Who's Hazrat Abbas's father? Imam Ali. So can we see that if we look at it, divinely, the people have royal blood. And this royal blood or this divine intercession, in Islamic terms, we call it divine intercession, that only Allah is allowed to choose who is going to be the next leader. It has to be divinely appointed by that person. So in Islamic terms, what do we call it? What do we call it? Divine intercession. What do we call this thing? Divine intercession, that only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chooses someone heavenly. This comes straight from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He chooses a person and he chose the Prophet as the final Prophet. After that, to allow the world to continue to run and to allow the world to continually to establish properly, the Prophet has to choose someone after him. Directly in Ghadir, before Muharram we had Eid Ghadir. In Ghadir, what does the Prophet mention? What does the Prophet say? Yes? That Imam Ali is the successor after him. So can you see that this divine authority is being brought down from the Prophet to Ali and then to Imam Hussein and to Imam Hassan and Imam Hussein. And the person who serves a divine leader, for example, do you think that King Charles in the morning makes his breakfast himself? No, someone makes it for him because someone has to serve that royal person. A religious leader like the Imam, someone serves them. And who is that person that serves them? Who is the person that serves Imam Hussein? Hazrat Abbas. This is why, because of the strength, because of how much loyalty that Abbas showed to Imam Hussein, this is why he was giving the authority in Karbala, because he had served the Imam since he was young. And secondly, when we talk about the alam is the flag which is given to someone in the battlefield or in Islamic history. Why was Abbas given the alam? So in Arab wealth or in Arab traditions, the alam doesn't only signify a piece of cloth, it signifies identity, the person's unity in that family, and hope. So when you look at the alam, when you look at that flag and you look at the person who holds that flag, you automatically connect that flag to loyalty and to unity. You understand that this person doesn't only have like the standard or doesn't have the authority of holding the alam, that person who is holding the alam is showing everything of that. Because if you're looking at something from a horizon, in the Battle of Karbala, if the opposing side is only looking at something, if they're only looking at a flag, they're looking at the person who's holding that flag. That person needs to establish and needs to depict loyalty and bravery. And all of those three qualities, loyalty, bravery, and unity, were shown within Abbas. This is why Imam Hussein had chosen Abbas to specifically hold the alam. He could have chosen Ali Akbar. He could have chosen Qasim. But Imam Hussein deliberately chose Abbas because he knew the loyalty of Abbas is unwavering. He knew that if Abbas was going to, hello, I will, Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. So, I'm going to ask because I feel like people are sleeping. Is everyone sleeping? Or is everyone awake? Are we sleeping? I think we're sleeping. Let's do a salawat. I want to hear the loudest salawat in honor of Hazrat Abbas. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. That's I can't even hear it. Like I think. Yeah, I think I am deaf. I think I'm deaf. So I need to hear it louder. I need to hear another salawat. Okay. Oh, I need to see who's doing this issue. Like, okay, I want us to hear the boys first. All the boys do a salawat. I want to see who's the issue because I can't. Boys do sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Okay, that's loud. Okay, now the girls. Can the girls beat the boys? Boys always like, oh, they're better. But I think girls can be. Girls only do sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Girls beat you, clearly. Girls beat you. Okay. Okay, now all together, okay, because I feel like everyone's sleeping, we need to understand because we need to understand who Abbas is. So we're going to make sure everyone's not sleeping. We want to, everyone do a salawat to make sure the parents are awake. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Well done. Okay, now we're awake. Now we need to be understanding because this is the main part of today's lecture. So we're talking about Abbas and his greatest test. So when we talk about Abbas's greatest test, we understand that Abbas's greatest test was not only to go to the Euphrates and to get water, but it was to follow the command of his leader. When Imam Hussein said to Abbas, "You're not allowed to go and fight," what does that mean? It's telling Abbas that I'm giving you this command to not go and fight because I understand that the loyalty that you showed towards me, you need to show that same loyalty towards Allah. You need to show that submission towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When Imam Hussein alayhi salam said to Abbas that I'm giving you this responsibility, you need to carry this responsibility with immense respect and with immense understanding. So Abbas spent his whole life serving the Imam, understanding that, okay, that this is something that the Imam needs to establish, that he wants a leader to try and support him, and if he doesn't get this leader, the whole camp of Hussein will form. Then when we understand the story of Karbala, then we need to understand that Abbas was not only to hold the banner or the flag or the alam of Hussein. It was very different because the role that Abbas played was in Karbala was really different. Hazrat Abbas alayhi salam was at the camp of Hussein. He was at the camp of Hussein and he understood that this is something that is going to be happening I know that Abbas will go and will not return to the camp of my camp. He goes to Sakina, and Sakina says to him, "Oh my uncle, please could you give me a drop of water? The children are crying. They are crying, Al-Atash, Al-Atash, the thirst is killing us." Abbas went to Hussein and said, "Oh Hussein, I ask you, by the grace of Allah, allow me to go to the battlefield and to seek martyrdom." Hussein said that, "Oh Abbas, I will not allow you to attain martyrdom, but because I know that if you go, who will hold the alam of my camp? Who will hold the pride of my camp?" Abbas then said that, "Oh Hussein, I hear the cries of the tent. I hear Sakina crying. Oh Hussein, allow me to go and to fetch water for the children of Hussein." Hussein said, "Oh Abbas, I only permit you to allow to get water for the children." Abbas went. He went to the Euphrates. He rode all the way to the Euphrates. He stopped near the water. He dismounted his horse. He went into the river, and he got water into his hand, and he cupped it into his hand. It was cold water, fresh water. Abbas looked at the water and he remembered Hussein. He thought, "Oh, Hussein is on the camp. Hussein is on the campsite of the scorching tents. Sakina is on the tent of Abbas. Hussein, Sakina, Zainab are on the campsite. All of them are thirsty. All of them have not drunk water for 3 days. Since the 7th of Muharram, not a drop of water has gone to anyone in the camp, not even the youngest child of Hussein, Ali ibn al-Hussein." Abbas is at the water camp. Abbas fills the mashk, the water skin, and mounts his horse. He goes towards the camp of Hussein, and the enemies start attacking Abbas with Hussein. Traditions mention that over 4,000 arrows were launched into the direction of Abbas. When so many arrows were launched into Abbas, an arrow went into his eye, an arrow went into the water skin, the water started to fall out. Abbas went towards the battlefield, so an enemy came and attacked the right arm of Abbas. He grabbed the mashk, or grabbed the water skin, with his other hand. Another enemy came and attacked Abbas onto his left arm. Abbas then fell from his horse. When a person falls from their horse, they have their hands to support them. But Abbas did not have any hands to support him. So how would Abbas be able to go and hold himself? He called Hussein and said, "Oh Akhi Hussein, come to me, come to my aid." Hussein came, looked at the state of Abbas and began to cry. And he said, "Al-inna inkazrat zahri wa qalat hilati." Now my back has been broken and my strength has now diminished. Abbas surrendered his soul to his Lord and said, "Oh Allah, I give you my soul. I have sacrificed my life for Hussein, who is here for me now." Hussein looked at his brother and proclaimed, "Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina wa ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. Ahla baynatihi tayyibin tahirin. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad."
Hello. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I am Abbas ibn Ali ibn Abi Talib and al-Baneen. I stand beside my brother Imam Hussein alayhi salam. I will never leave him and I will always defend the truth. My loyalty is to Allah, His Messenger and Imam Hussein alayhi salam. My brother Hussein!
Oh Abbas, now my back has been broken. How difficult this separation is for me.
وضحكت الناس وحكي الشماتة شيب الراس قالوا لي منك راح عباس
isn't just for teachers, and I'm here to show you why. We're here.
أسمع الشمات صاحت حسين دمعت عينه طاحت وضحكة وقبالي يضحكون عليك مولاي عمت عيني بغربة أسمع الشمات صاحت حسين دمعت عينه طاحت وضحكة
صلوات. Can everybody stand up, please? I am a lover, crazy in your love, oh my Hussein. I am a lover, crazy in your love, oh my Hussein. How can you blame me when your love for me made me insane? I am at your door, have you heard me crying out your name? All of the world has left you, no one remains but a few. All of the world has left you, no one remains but a few. Oh my Hussein, if only I was there to defend you. I am a lover, crazy in your love, oh my Hussein. I am a lover, crazy in your love, oh my Hussein. How can you blame me when your love for me made me insane? How can you blame me when your love for me made me insane? I am at your door, can you hear me crying out your name? I am a lover, crazy in your love, oh my Hussein. I am a lover, crazy in your love, oh my Hussein. How can you blame me when your love for me made me insane? How can you blame me when your love for me made me insane? I am at your door, can you crying out your name? I am at your door, can you hear me crying out your name? Whoever loves you, Hussein, Allah showers His mercy. Whoever loves you, Hussein, Allah showers His mercy. Let our tears for you rain, so Allah can accept me. I am a lover, crazy in your love, oh my Hussein. I am a lover, crazy in your love, oh my Hussein. How can you blame me when your love for me made me insane? How can you blame me when your love for me made me insane? I am at your door, can you hear me crying out your name? All of the world has left you, no one remains but a few. All of the world has left you, no one remains but a few. Oh my Hussein, if only I was there to defend you. I am a lover, crazy in your love, oh my Hussein. I am a lover, crazy in your love, oh my Hussein. How can you blame me when your love for me made me insane? How can you blame me when your love for me made me insane? I am at your door, can you hear me crying out your name? I am a lover, crazy in your love, oh my Hussein. I am a lover, crazy in your love, oh my Hussein. How can you blame me when your love for me made me insane? How can you blame me when your love for me made me insane? I am at your door, can you hear me crying out your name? Whoever loves you, Hussein, Allah showers His mercy. Whoever loves you, Hussein, Allah showers His mercy. Let our tears for you rain, so Allah can accept me. I am a lover, crazy in your love, oh my Hussein. I am a lover, crazy in your love, oh my Hussein. How can you blame me when your love for me made me insane? How can you blame me when your love for me made me insane? I am at your door, can you hear me crying out your name? I am at your door, can you hear me crying out your name? Salawat.
Please face the Qibla. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم كن لوليك الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل وليا وحافظا وقائدا ودليلا حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. وصل يا رب على سيدنا ونبينا محمد وآله